Director D,
Yeah.
how can relying on values rather than emotions improve decision making?
It's a great question. I think I'll go with one of my favorite quotes pertaining to values, and it reads, "Values reflect what is important to the way you live and work." Uh, and what you come to understand is relying on values rather than emotions really do make the decision making process easier, and you get to find that emotions are fleeting. They change, moment to moment, but when your values are clear, your decision making process tends to be easier and clearer. So why you can't rely on your emotions when it pertains to decision making? Because many are the times that you find our emotions are mostly influenced by external factors, that of which can be either fatigue, it can be stress, it can be anxiety, it can be anger, So all of these external factors contribute to an emotional state of being. And when you are in that emotional state of being, you're prone to make decisions that are haste, and that of which, when you do that, and then in the long run you might not be happy with the decisions that you've made. So understanding the importance of your values, now they're the things that give you a core foundation of who you are as a person. So firstly, you need to understand what your values are, what your principles are, because at the core of that, that's where your decision making relies on the most. Because even in the moments where emotions take control over you, you do not run to make a rampant decision that you might regret later, because their values and your principles hold you accountable to that. So why I would say relying on values is important, it's because they represent what you believe in at your core. And I think some of my values and principles, I think for me it would be honesty, kindness, gentleness, and all around, fairness. I think these are some of the important values to me that always keep me in check and remind me of who I am. That even in the midst of whatever might be crazy or whatever might be going on, I'm always reminded to go back to that. That even when I'm caught up between an emotional decision, I'm prone to take some time, because often at the times most of us do not take the time or do not take the minute that you need to make sure that you question the decision you're making. Because once you're caught up in your emotions, we tend to make quick decisions, that of which later in the long run, when you think about all of that, then you realize the decision that you made then does not align with your core values as a person. So always remember to question your values when you're caught up in your emotions, to say, do they represent what I believe in, or does this decision that I'm about to make reflect who I am as a person? Because at my core, my values remind me of that. And I think lastly, I would say, while emotions can cloud our judgment or push us towards quick fixes, values help us stay true to ourselves, leading to decisions we can stand by and feel good about in the long run. I think this basically highlights that every human being should have values and principles that they do stand by. Yeah.